Imagine for a second, what if right now you are not actually reading this text, but simply executing code? What if your thoughts, your choices, even your memories are part of a vast program? Pause for a moment and look around you. Everything you see, the walls, the light, your own body, feels completely real. But characters inside video games also see their world as the only true reality. It sounds like the plot of The Matrix. Yet, some scientists and philosophers seriously consider this possibility. And the deeper we study reality, the more strange coincidences we discover. For example, the physical constants of the universe appear astonishingly fine-tuned. If gravity or electromagnetism differed by even a tiny fraction, stars and life might never have formed. Too precise to be pure chance? Or is there a deeper layer of reality we have not yet discovered? The idea that we might be living in a simulation is called the simulation hypothesis. This is not just science fiction. It is a serious philosophical question discussed by physicists, programmers, neuroscientists, and AI researchers. In academic circles, debates have been ongoing for years about whether the universe can be described as a computational process. Some researchers point out that reality is described by mathematics with almost eerie precision, as if it were fundamentally written in equations. At the same time, rapid advances in virtual reality raise an obvious question: if we can already create convincing digital worlds today, what might civilizations be capable of in 1,000 or 1,000,000 years? Today, you'll see why some scientists consider reality might be rendered, what strange features our universe exhibits, what arguments simulation supporters present, and what all of this could mean for you personally. Block 1. Strangenesses of reality. Let's start with what confuses scientists the most. At the fundamental level, reality behaves in ways we do not intuitively expect. In quantum physics, particles can exist in multiple states at once, display both wave and particle properties, and even change behavior depending on whether they are observed. The classic example is the double-slit experiment. When electrons pass through two slits without observation, they form an interference pattern like waves on water. But once a detector is introduced, the electrons begin behaving like individual particles, as if they somehow know they are being watched. Physics does provide mathematical explanations for this effect. Yet, intuitively, it still feels deeply strange. Some science communicators compare this to rendering in video games, where the world is only fully calculated in the player's field of view to save computing power. To be clear, this is only an analogy, not proof. But it raises an uncomfortable question: how deeply do we really understand the nature of reality? Block 2. The simulation argument. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed one of the most discussed arguments of modern philosophy. In simplified form, his idea is this: if even a fraction of intelligent civilizations reach a highly advanced technological stage, they will almost inevitably be able to create detailed simulations of conscious beings. And if enormous numbers of such simulations can be produced, the statistical probability of being inside one becomes very high. Put simply, simulated worlds could vastly outnumber base realities. Look at our own progress. In just a few decades, humanity has created photorealistic video games, virtual and augmented reality, neural networks that imitate human speech, and digital characters with lifelike facial expressions. Now imagine technology in 500 years or 5,000 if progress continues. Simulations could become indistinguishable from reality from the inside. And that is the core of Bostrom's argument. Block 3. But there are problems. It's important to stay intellectually grounded. As of today, there is no direct experimental evidence for the simulation hypothesis. It remains a philosophical and theoretical model, not a confirmed scientific theory. Critics raise serious objections. We do not yet know whether such immense computational power is even physically possible. Even if a simulation exists, we may have no reliable way to test it. Furthermore, many quantum strangenesses are well explained by standard physics without invoking simulations. For example, the idea of pixelated space could arise from quantum gravity rather than computation. For these reasons, the scientific community treats the hypothesis cautiously. Interesting, yes. Proven, not yet. And that is the intellectually honest position. Block 4. Why this matters to people? But here is what truly matters. Even if we never prove the simulation hypothesis, the question itself touches something deep in the human mind. It forces us to doubt the obvious and to see reality as a mystery rather than a given. Because at the center of this discussion is not computers, but consciousness. Many people describe a strange feeling in everyday life as if they are living on autopilot. Days repeat, decisions happen by habit, and time seems to accelerate. In that psychological sense, a matrix may already exist not as a supercomputer, but as automatic patterns inside our own minds. And perhaps this is the most practical meaning of the entire idea. So are we living in a simulation? The honest scientific answer today is, we don't know. But perhaps the deeper question is not about the universe at all. Perhaps it is about whether you are living consciously inside your own life. Do you notice your thoughts? Do you choose your reactions? Or are you simply replaying yesterday in a slightly different form? Because even in a fully real universe, millions of people live as if following a pre-written script. And if there is a true way to exit the matrix, it may begin not with hacking, cosmic code, but with awakening awareness here and now. If this topic resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. Here we explore the deepest questions about consciousness, reality, and human experience. And write in the comments, do you think we are living in a simulation? Or is this simply the most beautiful mystery of the universe?